Welcome or welcome back to What You Wish For. If you are new here, then welcome. This is your space where you reinvent yourself into your best self and create your own desired reality. In today's video, we will be talking about affirmations. What are they? How to use them and how to create powerful affirmations so that you get whatever you want. Basically, manifest anything that you want. Think of it this way. Now imagine you are watching a movie. You watched a certain movie and now you have to narrate it to somebody who hasn't watched it. I am very sure you will not be able to narrate the entire thing exactly how it was and exactly how the producers and the directors meant it to be. You will only narrate what you saw, what you think you saw, and what you thought of what you saw. So, what you saw, what you think you saw, and what you thought of or what you think of what you saw. So basically, whatever your thoughts are on the movie, whatever you think you saw, whatever, it's basically all about you, your point of view. Whatever your point of view like was for the movie is what you're going to be able to explain. If there was a moment that you missed out, you can't narrate that, right? If you had gone outside for 10 minutes, then you missed those 10 minutes and you can't narrate that 10 minutes of the story of the movie. Now you are the movie. So basically, what you think of yourself, what you think, whoever you are, is what you're going to project to others. Your image of yourself is what will be projected to the rest of the world. And this is why we need affirmations. Now, affirmations are basically statements which we repeat numerous times so that we internalize them. Before we get more into it, What You Wish For does offer one coaching, we offer courses. So if you're interested in any of that or any other social media, links in the description box down below. Now let's get into it. Now, affirmations are basically the same statement that you repeat a few times or as long as it takes so that you can internalize them. Affirmations are not always by you. Affirmations can be from all different sorts of sources, all different sorts of people through different mediums. So affirmations are not just yours, but here mostly we'll talk about how you can personally use affirmations. Now, first things first. If you have watched my previous video on law of assumption, everyone is you pushed out, LOA one-on-one, all of these are basically telling you that your subconscious is the key player of the game. Your subconscious mind is what you need to be working with if you want to create your desired realities. And these affirmations are what are one of the most powerful tools that you can use to have an impact on the subconscious mind. So when I say internalize them, this is what I mean, that the subconscious mind is observing them. No matter which technique you use, no matter what technique you are using, the whole point of that technique would be to make you believe and to have a imprint on the subconscious mind that whatever you want is yours. That's it. Whichever technique you see, and most of them are basically a technique of repetition. You have to repeat them quite a few times to see results. Why? Because again, it takes a bit of time for for it to imprint on a subconscious and for you to internalize it, basically, which is the same thing. So that's why you have to repeat your techniques. And that's exactly what affirmations are. Affirmations are the easiest, most effective and most powerful technique of law of attraction. All you have to do is come up with statements that you want to be true. You want these particular things to come into your reality, to manifest into your reality. So what do? Number one, you decide what you want. So you know what you want, you are set on it. So number two is you will write it in present tense. What you're going to do is, if you want a house, you will not going to affirm I want a house. You are going to affirm that you already have a house. If you want to make it a bit more powerful, then you're going to add in a few emotions. I am so happy and so grateful that I have a house. I am so happy to be living in the house of my dreams. So, all these affirmations are basically stating that you already have what you want. You do not want to affirm that you have some, you are yet to get your manifestations, or there is some distance, maybe time or whatever, between you and your manifestation. You want to affirm that you already have what you want. It is that simple. Just know what you want and create a statement in which you are thanking or being grateful for, or just expressing that you are happy that you already have it. That's simple. But there are a lot of things that you have to keep in mind. Number one, that affirmations are not always positive, they're negative too. And there are a few things that you're affirming to yourself without even knowing. And like I said, affirmations come through all sources and forms and mediums. So it is not just you who is speaking to yourself in the mirror or who is writing the same affirmation again and again. But sometimes there are things that you do that are expressing your true beliefs and the true affirmations that are being repeated in your subconscious. Like, how many times have you joked about dying alone, dying single, or you do something weird or quote unquote weird, and you say, this is why I'm single. But what you are doing while you're trying to manifest is that you are writing that I am in a very happy relationship with this person. On one hand, you are writing these affirmations, but on the other hand, you are affirming to yourself without even knowing that you are going to die alone, that you are single. So you have to make a conscious effort in tackling those negative beliefs. So whenever you come across yourself or some instances when you are making these things, making these statements without even knowing, try to stop yourself in that moment and start affirming the statement that you want that you want basically in your life to come true. So whichever statement you want to come true, this is the statement that you're going to stick with. And whatever negative beliefs that you have had about this particular statement, you are going to have to counter them with the positive ones. I hope this is making sense. So number one, know what you want. Number two, create your affirmations. Number three, always catch yourself in the act if you're saying something negative, or if you're saying something that is going to um, basically make your manifestation run in the opposite direction of you. So if you're saying that this is why I'm single, or if you're affirming that you're single again and again, you're gonna be single because that's what you're affirming, that's what your beliefs are. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then you can watch the videos Everyone Is You Pushed Out and Law of Assumption, and the links will be in the description box. So anyway, affirmations are basically they are used in almost all of the techniques. So if you're writing something, if you're using one-on-one technique, you are writing an affirmation, right? And if you are scripting, what you're doing, you're affirming to yourself. All of these are different forms of affirmations. So many techniques basically are based on these affirmations. You can make them even more powerful by adding emotions, and if you want them to be even more powerful, you can add in your name. So whenever have you, I think it must have happened with you people. So if you have zoned out, you are with a group of people and you have zoned out, you are thinking something else, but suddenly you hear your name, and that's when you snap out of it. It's because the subconscious knows your name. Your subconscious is going to catch those moments and be alert when your name comes into the scenario. So what you're going to do is you can add in your name. Instead of I, you can say your name and is happily in a relationship with whoever, or your name and you can add that is living in the dream house. whatever it is. You can look in the mirror and you can say your name and you are the best, you are this, you are that. So when you give yourself the pep talk, if you add in your name, it's just going to help your subconscious mind make the connection easily. I myself have used affirmations for so many of my manifestations. If you have watched the video how I manifested my house, an apartment for free, and my job, then you will see how I had this limiting belief of not being qualified for a certain job, even though I had all the skills. Once I changed those with you, and I used affirmations for that. Once I changed that belief, I got the job that I wanted. I didn't even know I want by basically. So affirmations are very powerful, and I hope that whatever I've told you in this video helped you. And that was it. Thank you for tuning in, and we really hope this helped.